Hi, I'm Natalie Ledwell, and today I'd like to share with you 6 ways to maximize your abundance with passive income. Now, just the other day I was catching up with a friend and we were discussing our goals for this year. Now, I really like to make a habit of this. That way I can stay focused on my intentions and make sure that I'm putting effort into each day to accomplish each of my objectives. You see, what I do is create a mind movie at the beginning of every year for that year. So it'll cover things like my health goals, my career goals, my projects, my relationships, or everything that's encompassed in that will then be like a general mind movie that I make at the beginning of the year. And so I was talking about this with my friend the other day, and I'm curious, are you working towards any of your big goals this year? And if you are you making progress towards any of these ambitions? I know that every day I make a point of asking the question first thing in the morning, what am I doing today to move me closer to my goals? I always do this when I'm in a place of quietness. So I'm asking my intuition or my subconscious, I'm asking the divine for guidance to help me on what I need to do as my next step. So how are you checking in? Are you checking every day to make sure you're making progress towards your goals? Now, many of my students have shared that their biggest desire for this year is actually to become more abundant and more prosperous and financially free. And I think all of us would like just a little bit more of that. Now, because this is a very common goal, a lot of my students have asked me for different ways that they can create passive income. So if you're looking for ways to maximize your abundance this year, you are not alone. But perhaps you have children, or perhaps you work a full-time job, or you just don't have the time or the energy or resources to look for a different business or a new job or different ways to make money. And that's okay, because today what I'm going to share with you is 6 ways to help you maximize your abundance without investing a whole ton of time and money. So here are 6 ways to generate passive income so that you can enjoy a very prosperous and financially free life. Okay, so idea number 1 is to create an ebook. Now, this is obviously one of my favorite ways for you to create passive income. I love to write, and if you're someone who loves to write, and if you enjoy creating content, that this is a surefire way for you to build wealth. Now, there are ebooks for everything out there. How to build a business, how to knit, how to make cheese at home, how to become a new parent, how to write an ebook. Nothing is too big or too small. Now, the other thing that I love about ebooks is that if you specifically have been through a very traumatic or a very trying time in your life, if this is a great story that other people can benefit from, then writing an ebook is a fantastic way to inspire other people so that they can also learn from the life lessons that you learned. Seriously, this is one of the best ways to generate a passive income, and I highly recommend giving it a go if you are interested in this idea, especially if you have a really good life lesson. Even just writing it out can be very cathartic for you. Okay, so number 2 is to create a blog. Now, there are so many ways that you can earn passive income through blogging, especially if you blog consistently or continuously and you're constantly putting new content out there. So if you're creating valuable content, advertisers may reach out to you to have an ad on your blog. Now, sure, it takes time to create a blog, but if you enjoy writing, this is probably one of the best ways to create income for you. Now, other than an ebook, this means that you're doing little things all the time. This could be observations of life. And again, it could be the similar subjects like we said before, new parenting, cooking at home, making money from selling things at home, whatever that is. But if you're blogging on a consistent basis, your tribe will find you, and so will advertisers, to be able to provide their programs and products to your tribe as well. Okay, so idea number 3 is to sell physical products online. Now, you can virtually buy anything online these days, and it wasn't always like this. I think the weirdest thing that I've ever seen sold online was New York trash. And they've actually branched out, and it's not just New York trash, but it's trash from all different cities. They have these little Perspex boxes, and they fill it with trash that's kind of relevant to that city, and people are buying trash. Seriously. Nowadays, you can post your 10-year-old couch online, and someone out there will happily buy it. So that's because buying and selling online has become so simple and not so time consuming at all. I know for me, I would prefer to be shopping online than I go into a store. It's such an easy way to be able to buy things. So perhaps you go through any of your old jewelry, any kind of collectible coins, any vintage clothing, anything that you're not using now. I know that there is someone out there who is looking for that. As we say, someone's trash is somebody else's treasure. Now, number 4 is to create a review site. Now, I really like this idea, not that I do it personally, but I know a lot of people who love to test different makeup or different beauty brands or different facial care and make money for their opinions. Now, doing this can make you an authority in a specific niche market, and people will come to you for ideas on what to buy and what not to buy and what they should and shouldn't buy. Now, think about something that you love, something that you buy a lot of anyway, and something that you know you have something constructive to contribute to that particular product. Write about it. You know, maybe you love food, so you share opinion on different local restaurants. Perhaps you love yoga, and you can review different yoga studios. You get the picture. So anything that's a passion that you love to do, become a review person for it as well. Okay, so number 5 is to invest. Yes, investing your money wisely can help your money work for you. You know, if you invest in stocks or rental properties or businesses at the right time, the payout can be wild. And not only that, but it can give you a regular income because your money and your investments are working for you. And it's not always risky. Perhaps your friend has an amazing idea to start a food cart and is looking for investors. Why not help that person out knowing that you will get your return? Seriously, there are so many opportunities to invest in. Different brands, different people, different ideas. So if this is something that interests you and you have some money to invest, you know, set that as an intention and then keep your eyes and ears open for different things that come up. And I always recommend investing in something that you know something about. And that way it's not so much of a risk for you and you can really get your money to work for you. Now, idea number 6 is to start an Etsy account. Now, I first discovered Etsy last year before I went to Burning Man, and oh my goodness, there are so many unique and beautiful, crafty and amazing things on Etsy. So this option is for you if you're creative. Let's say that you love to paint, you could sell your paintings on Etsy. Just say you like to create jewelry or something wild to put in your hair or do some kind of painting on shirts or anything that you want. Even if you're a crocheting expert or a knitting expert, you can sell your masterpieces on Etsy. You know, even if it's something like taking amazing photos, you can sell them as stock photos. You know, if you have a talent, you can absolutely get paid for it. So I hope that you've taken some notes on the 6 ideas that I've shared with you today. And if one of them resonated with you very strongly, then I highly recommend that you implement that. Now, before I go, I'd love to hear from you. Now, do you have any ideas on how you can make passive income without too much time or money or effort? I'm sure our community would love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to the My Movies YouTube channel for more videos on personal growth and the law of attraction. My name is Natalie Ledwell. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.